Welcome to Watch Symposium. I'm Austin at the pool. What am I wearing? Casio G-Shock, nothing special, but there's a guy here rocking a two-tone Surdy sub. Beautiful watch. He's swimming with it, and it must be the older version because it doesn't have the gold through the clasp. There's also a guy, he's not swimming, but he's sitting just watching his family, and he's rocking a 36mm date just fluted dial Jubilee bracelet and fluted dial, is that what I said? Fluted bezel, that's what I meant. Anyway, a couple Rolexes here. So what do I want to talk to you guys about? I want to talk to you guys about the future of Rolex in 2023, but I want to do it in the context of Bitcoin because I don't think we can overstate the impact that Bitcoin had on the sale of new watches, used watches, luxury goods, and just Rolex across the board. I don't think we can overstate it. It was huge. And the reason is because for a lot of people, that was found money. It was pennies on the dollar, and people were pissing it away like nothing on Rolex watches. And that's the thing, because it really wasn't pissing it away. When you buy a Rolex watch, it's a good investment. And think about it, if you got into Bitcoin at $1 a coin, when I heard about it, it was $400 a coin. But if you got in at that low price, and it was what, at 60,000 USD at one point, well, buying a Rolex was a great decision because you could cash out, lose some money, or you could buy a Rolex with your Bitcoin, get the Rolex, and then a couple years down the road, or even months, sell it for cash and do really, really well. So Rolex made a lot of sense when people were doing well, and I really have to stress that, you know, when you work hard for your money, you have to be careful with it. But when it's like found money, you're much more likely to just piss it away. And again, I mean, buying a Rolex watch is not pissing it away, but I think people for a long time were buying Rolexes willy-nilly that never would have before with their found Bitcoin, all right? And here we are in Bitcoin's 16,000 as I make this video. And a lot of people are holding on, and you would be too if you got in for $1 a coin or $400 a coin or even 1,000 a coin. The people that are hurting, obviously, are the people that paid over 20,000 for their coins. The people that got in late, basically. And the people that are holding are holding. And I think Bitcoin might go a little lower, but I think it's sort of reached the bottom, because the people that, again, have gotten in cheap are holding. They're not going to sell. They're hoping you get in right now. And the people that paid 20 and 25 are hoping you get in right now. But the people that got in early are holding at the moment, as they should be. But anyway, so the question is, in 2023, is Bitcoin going to go up? Because I think, you know, that's going to stimulate Rolex prices, just like it has for these past couple years. I think that was the biggest factor, this found money that people had. And they were buying just complete collections, and it was smart buying, especially if you bought your Bitcoin for low. Just a great way to get out of your Bitcoin into a Rolex, and then once you're into that Rolex, it's going to go up, and hell, if you just do a lateral move and sell it, you know, you'd do fine. So really, it was smart to buy Rolex with your Bitcoin. So here in 2023, the big question is Bitcoin going to go up? And here's the thing. I think everybody understands something. Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is a Ponzi scheme. And that's not to say that there isn't a lot of money to be made in a Ponzi scheme. You just need to get in the right time. And if you haven't gotten in already, then you've missed the boat. Now, of course, the people that are already in will tell you otherwise. Anybody who paid 1,000 for their coins, or $1 or 400 or whatever it was, well, they're going to say, hey, you know, now's the time to get in. They hope you get in to drive it up so they can, well, sell at a higher price. They probably want to hit what they saw before and get that 60,000 a coin versus the 16. I mean, what I want to say basically is I think the world has realized that it is a Ponzi scheme and that you can make money from it being a Ponzi scheme, but you have had to have gotten in at the right time and it's not the right time anymore. I mean, it was the right time years ago. So what that means for Rolex in 2023 is that I think that we're going to see a tapering off of these crazy prices. I think the jig is up, basically. And, you know, Paul Thorpe was talking about, you know, it's going to go down a little bit more. And I think he said something like May or August, and it's going to go back up again. I don't think it's going to go back up. I think there are a ton of Rolex watches on the gray market in people's collections, and they're more showing up in stores, and it's getting less and less lucrative to flip, and people aren't playing with found money. So I think the jig is up, and I think you're going to eventually start to see date justs and women's pieces and some of the less desirable smaller OPs, and then the bigger 36 millimeter or 41 millimeter OPs that are not quite as desirable as the brightly colored ones, many of which were discontinued. And then eventually you're going to see an Explorer and you know what's next, right? Perhaps subs and Daytona. Okay, it's going to take forever to get there, and I don't even know if that's going to happen, because I think, you know, those are such strong watches that flippers will be able to make money on those for probably years to come. But I think you're going to start to see 36 millimeter date justs and other date justs and just watches in general. And that's it. I think the jig is up, and I think it's a bad idea if you're going to pay a premium for, say, a Pepsi right now. I think they're going to go for less in the future. I mean, more Pepsis are on the way, guys, and so there you go. I think it was a great couple of years we had. I think we can thank Bitcoin for it. This was a perfect storm of Bitcoin and Rolex fever and flipping, and I think it's over. And I think the more watches that you start to see at authorized dealers, the less flipping is going to earn flippers a buck. And once they stop earning a buck, I mean, you're just going to see things crash, and models are going to start appearing at authorized dealers and going for a lot less on the gray market, maybe even below retail. And there you go. That's my prediction. So what does that mean? Well, if you're looking to get a ceramic new piece, I would hold out. I wouldn't be paying a premium for it. I think you're going to be paying less in the future. I think that your chances of getting new pieces at authorized dealers, those chances are going to go up. Flippers are going to extricate themselves from the game because they're not going to be able to flip like they have been, and you're going to really see pieces start to show up in stores. What does this mean for the pre-ceramic market, for the older watches? Well, I think that's strong. I think that's organic, and I think that the prices, while somewhat inflated because of their ceramic brethren, I think they're going to hold somewhat steady, more steady than the ceramic pieces, which are highly overinflated even now, in my opinion. But I think the pre-ceramics are going to take a dip as well. But I think that they probably are maybe a long-term better investment. I don't know. That's kind of a question mark on that. All right, guys, I just wanted to clarify something in regards to the pre-ceramics. See, here's the thing about the pre-ceramics. The price is the price across the board. All right, you can't buy them new anymore, so the market price is the market price. And when it comes to the new watches, the ceramic modern pieces, there's a two-tiered pricing system. There's retail, and then there's the market price. And that's what messes with people's heads. That's why, you know, somebody who is looking to get a sub has qualms about paying $20,000 for it when they know that people are getting it for $10,000. So for that reason, I think people are going to hold off, and as they hold off and they don't have that crazy money to spend, those crazy premiums are going to go down. And that's just not the case with the pre-ceramics, because market price is market price, all right? But they are going to take a dip, but not like the modern pieces. All right, thank you for allowing me to clarify that. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. Take care. Is it over? I think 2023 is going to be the nail in the coffin to this insanity that we've been seeing the past couple of years. And it's been fun, and I've liked it, and it's been quite a drama. but it can't last, and I don't think it's going to last. And Rolex is not going to stop producing watches, and more are on the way. And I think the gray market is not going to be paying what. Yeah, okay, I'm repeating myself now. You guys know how I feel. Let me know what you think. Take care. Thanks for watching. See you next time.